my kitchen today because I thought I would share my favorite recipe for DIY Play-Doh. This week I am doing some like faux cookie baking skills with my younger kiddos, and I am on the hunt for some Play-Doh and I couldn't find any in festive seasonal colors, of course. And also because I can only ever find like the little tubs of it that you can literally make like one cookie shape, and that's not that much fun. So I thought I would make my own, and I am in love with this recipe. I've made it before, and I actually got it from one of the teachers at work. It is literally like the best Play-Doh I've ever used. It's so soft and squishy, and it's kind of my favorite. I don't think it dries out super fast. I've only ever used it like once or twice, but it makes a big batch of it, and it's, like I said, it's perfect for just like little hands sensory activities, and you get a ton of it, so you don't have to worry about making like it over and over and over again. So hopefully this turns out well. I have been in my kitchen all day baking thus far. I made muffins and an attempt at an apple pie again. The humidity was not with me today, so it looks a little ugly, but it's going to taste delicious. I know that at least. So moving on, I'm going to show you all of the ingredients that we need, and then I will also list them right here, and let's get started. So I have my pot here. All of the ingredients go directly into the pot, which is another reason why I like it. You don't have to worry about like mixing it and then transferring it. So that is a bonus. It's literally less than a handful of ingredients, so it's probably stuff that you have already around your house. I did have to pick up some cream of tartar because I did not have that. Also, I did have to get corn oil, and this was like $3 at Target, and of course they only had the giant bottle there. So it's super inexpensive to make as well, and like I said, salt and flour y'all probably have got in your house, and then also some food coloring of your choice. You guys can use the liquid. I only have the gel, so this is just what we're using, but liquid I know works just as well, if not better. First, we are going to put in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I have my measuring cup right here, sans cute little rose gold handle, because these are not as durable as they should have been, and it snapped off while I was measuring out. I think it was flour for some other baking extravaganza that I did. So we're just gonna work with what we got. Also, I'm not super precise. I'm definitely just gonna like eyeball half of this. Also love that I just cleaned my kitchen and I'm getting flour everywhere. There we go. Next is salt. We're gonna put half a cup of this into our pot as well. It's a lot of salt. As you can see, I'm super precise. Then comes our 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. I definitely have to open this because it's brand new. And we will just scoop in. Once you put in your 2 teaspoons, you're just gonna stir it up. Sometimes it'll fly everywhere just like that. And then last but not least, you are going to put your corn oil into 1 cup of water. So we're just gonna measure out 2 tablespoons, add that to the water. You're gonna pour your corn oil water mixture into your pot. Give it a good mix. And then you are just going to put it on the stove. Here's what our mixture looks like. It kind of just looks like slop. I don't have any specific heat setting that I put it on. I usually just do it over medium heat, and I just keep stirring until it starts to come together. And then probably in like a minute or so, I'll add in the food coloring. I added in the food coloring, and you can tell that it's starting to kind of come together, and you're just gonna keep stirring this until it forms a ball. You'll definitely be able to tell when it's done because it'll just pretty much all stick together and come out of the pot pretty cleanly. I'm going to just mold this a little bit and then let it cool, and then I'll keep kneading it in the bag to disperse the color. I just finished up making this Play-Doh downstairs. It is still very much cooling. This is 2 batches of that, so I doubled the recipe. and I just squished it all together. So this will be our fake cookie dough, and I have some festive holiday themed cookie cutter shapes that we are going to use with this, and I think my kids are really gonna like this. I'm telling you, this is probably the softest, most moldable Play-Doh that you've ever used. Definitely let me know if you make it and tell me what you think of it. Like I said, I don't really think it dries out as bad as like Play-Doh brand Play-Doh does, and definitely not as bad as that Art Craft dollar store Play-Doh. Don't even get that, that's useless. But we've got this for the kiddos. I've got my fun cookie cutter shapes that we are going to be working on, and then I also found a really cute activity at Target. And it was a total splurge because I had every intention to do this with them, but I think I'm actually going to split it up so that this way we can make this fun Target thing. While I was at Target this morning, I couldn't help but stop in the dollar section because who would I be if that wasn't where I lived? But they had this adorable ornament making kit that you can make with your thumbprints. And it comes with everything you need to make these cute little reindeer ornaments. And it came 6 to a pack, and for my preschool whole group class, we have 12 kids, so these were $3 each. I just grabbed 2 of them. And I'm gonna do that with them probably tomorrow, I'm thinking, because I'm so excited for it. Also, we can work on the Play-Doh later on in the week when I'm pulling them individually and in smaller groups, but I just thought this was so adorable to work on, you know, following directions and requesting, and also so that they would have a cute little gift to put on their Christmas tree, because they did make gingerbread houses with their parents on Friday. A bunch of parents came in and helped their kids make them, and they gave like their Christmas gifts that they made for their parents, so it was a really adorable day, and now I'm thinking that this would be extra cute if they could bring this home to put it on their tree. So we are going to be doing this and the Play-Doh with the cookie cutters with my younger preschool kiddos. I'm probably going to roll the cookie cutter on the Play-Doh with my kindergartners as well. They always love that hands-on tactile activity type gigs, so we're in for it with that. Also, with some of my bring-in students that we've got, I thought we could do this fun Santa craft. I just have this picture of Santa. I forget for the life of me where I found him. If I can find the link to him, I will link it down below as well. I did not make this one. Basically, they get to color in Santa's face, and then there's all these little circles on his beard, and what we're going to do is rip off cotton balls and glue them to his beard so he has this big fluffy beard. I got the jumbo size cotton balls at Target. I find it's easier if they pull the cotton balls in half if you get the jumbo size, so not only does it not waste a bunch of them, but you also don't have the largest beard in the world. I actually have a new student starting this week, and he is, I think he's 3. He's gonna be 4. So I thought we could do this together just as kind of like a low pressure first activity as we kind of get to know each other, and this way it's not scary, it's not messy, it's not too in-depth. So I'm really excited to try this with him and see how it goes, but you can do this pretty much for any of your like younger kiddos because they all really enjoy this, and who doesn't want a picture of Santa to take home? Finally, for my articulation kids and also my older language kids, we are going to play probably the sleeper hit of the century, and it is Santa Sliders. I made this game last year, and I don't think I've ever thrown something together as quickly as I did and have it be as big of a hit as this was. So basically, he had to have some like finagling, but it's the Santa Claus, and what I do is I tape him on the table so that his mouth is like level with the table. So this way that my friends can slide their cookies straight into his mouth. We have the trapezoid tables at work, so what I do is I turn it pretty much long ways, and I have the kids slide it across the long way of the table, so this way it's not super easy, especially my older kids. My first graders, I might do it just the regular way so that this way they have a chance. It's a lot trickier than you would think. Depending on the level of the table, and I guess the table has to be super clean, so definitely wipe it down beforehand if you do this. Sometimes the lamination just doesn't go anywhere and it'll get stuck, and other times it sails right across the table and into Santa's mouth, and it's very hard to aim and get it into his mouth. So what we do is I have tons of these different shaped cookies, and I also have just circle chocolate chip cookies that we use. Those are at work though. And they are going to take their turn, and then they're going to slide a cookie in his mouth, and we're going to keep score. And then for my language kids, a lot of them are working on correct grammar and correct word order, so I'm going to mix up some silly holiday sentences on just those note strips that are dry erase, and I'm gonna have them order the sentence in the correct way. I'll mix it up and they'll have to just arrange it how it should be arranged. I'll also have some of my kids that are working on grammar and punctuation kind of correct it, and then they will each get a chance to slide some cookies into Santa's mouth. I will have this linked down below for you if you would also like to try it. That's everything I have for This Week in Speech. I can't believe it's the last This Week in Speech for the year of 2018. That just pretty much boggles my mind. I don't know where this whole entire year went. I'm so excited to do these activities with my kids this week though. I know that the Christmas break feels are real. The kids feel it. The teachers definitely feel it. We're all collectively ready. But being that we do have this last week, I thought I would try to make it as fun for the kiddos as possible. And what better way to ring in Christmas with some cookies and some Santa Claus activities and making some ornaments. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan to do any of these activities or what you're doing this week with your speech kiddos. If you're already on break, I am definitely jealous. Have some hot chocolate for me. And the next This Week in Speech won't be until 2019, so definitely make sure you're following me on Instagram, subscribe for more videos that you'll have every week telling you what we're doing in the speech room, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.